petting zoo.
You're Marty, right?
Aren't you the little Miss Jessica Buchanan?
I didn't realize that this was your house.
It's my Aunt Kiki's, but I live here. What's your excuse?
What do you mean?
I mean, why are you trespassing?
Max.
Yes.
You already did enough by taking Bo's place.
At the most boring convention of affiliates you've ever seen. Yes, that's true.
Well, you didn't have to get me anything, but I'm glad you did.
No, I didn't have to, but you probably would have spilt my blood all over the floor if I hadn't.
All right, I want to see what it is.
Okay.
Oh, my God, it's a little chocolate radio. That is so cute.
Yep, for the sweetest hostess on the air.
Oh.
We're going to scream after we... Who could that be?
Court? Max, I need your help. Big time. You gotta help me get Kane Rogan away from my kids. Once and for all.
Okay, CJ, make sure you wear your jacket before you get to Wally's, please.
Tina. Hello, Kane.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi. Hey, have you seen Cord? We've been looking for him all morning.
Why would the two of you want to talk to Cord?
Well, I think I better talk to you about something.
It's not more bad news, is it, Tina?
Well, it is bad, and it's good. I mean, I think Cord was right when he said that our marriage was over. In fact, I've got to find a lawyer, because since he was declared dead, then, maybe I don't even have to get a divorce. And then after that, Kane and I we're getting married. And nothing is ever going to split us apart. Not ever again.
This is where Tina committed adultery with my poor defenseless Kane. We are acting on this none too soon.
Maybe he didn't have such a bad time, huh? I mean, must have been horrible.
Well, I only get comfort from the knowledge of knowing that she will never touch him like that again. I cannot allow this outrageous behavior to continue. So, do it right. Make this a sweet, unavoidable accident. When we're through, Tina Roberts will be nothing more than a tragic memory.
One Life to Live, brought to you by Excedrin PM headache medicine, and it helps you sleep.
A night for Excedrin PM.
Why can't I try?
Look, I'm sorry to bother you, all right, but I gotta do something.
Well, I'm going to go on in the kitchen. I'm just going to fix myself maybe a sprout and cucumber sandwich with some herbal tea. Would you like anything like that? Or?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
All right.
If you're fine, why can't you seem to stand still?
Because I'm afraid, Max.
Of what?
I'm afraid of not getting back my kids the way they used to be. Before Kane Rogan poisoned them.
Against you? Oh, come on, Cord.
No, against the world, Max. Come on, that's the way this guy thinks. I mean, Rogan does not believe in anything, right? He thinks that people are just stupid. That they're nothing but marks or people to be duped. That's what he's teaching my kids. I gotta keep him from sinking his fangs any deeper into him than he already has. I gotta put him back in jail where he belongs.
Well, Cord, I have never trusted Kane from the day he came here. But proving That he belongs behind bars? Now that is going to be tough. I mean, come on. If the guy is dangerous, it's because he covers his tracks so well.
That's why I think I got a break. Listen up. I just went over to county jail, right? I was talking to this old lady, Thelma. She's the one who almost kidnapped CJ. When we walked in the bus terminal, right? We're looking for CJ. This woman, she recognizes Kane Rogan. Apparently, she was running some cons herself down in Texas a couple years ago, and her husband was in jail with Kane. Turns out that he had a partner down there, a woman. Now, I'm thinking, if I get myself down to Texas, I find this accomplice of his, and she's gonna give me enough information to nail Mr. Kane Rogan to the jailhouse wall.
Honey, you did not have to send Kane outside.
No, I mean, he saw some jonquils at the side of the woods, and he just... Oh, we shouldn't be picking them. Kane!
It's all right, leave him. Let him pick the flowers.
You don't mind?
No.
But you mind me being engaged to him?
It's not a question of minding. Why? Do I seem upset?
A little.
I don't know. I guess it's just because some things last and some things don't last.
Yeah.
Honey, I hope you are very clear in your mind as to which is which. I mean, now you say your marriage to Cord is over and that Kane's the one you want to spend the rest of your life with. Are you sure?
You know, I wasn't sure until CJ disappeared. And Cord and I had to go through that together. And I guess that's when I realized that we really weren't together. We were just two people who used to be. And, I don't know, I just can't seem to get that feeling back that we used to have. You know, is that so awful, Vicky?
No, it's not awful. It's sad.
When CJ disappeared, that's when I realized that Cord and I... Well, Cord is just somebody totally different. I mean, I don't even recognize anymore. And I'm somebody totally different. I mean, I'm in love with Kane. For better and for worse, and I can't stop loving him just because my husband, some stranger, comes back who I was married to. I don't know. I just think the only thing I should do is just go on with my life and try to make the best between me and Kane. Do you understand that?
Yes, I'm afraid I understand it all too well. I told Clint to go ahead with our divorce.
Oh, Vicky.
I find it hard to believe that something that I know is for the best could hurt so much. I do know it. Except late at night sometimes. And I really get afraid.
Oh, I understand that. We just gotta have faith.
I know, babe.
Everything's gonna work out for both of us.
How's my favorite booby trapper progressing?
Well, fine. Don't step on that floorboard unless you want to go plunging through a hole into the basement, okay? Now, don't go that way either. You get beamed by a very large sandbag. Go around this way. This way.
Well, it's too bad Tina's not going to have a guide when she walks in here. She's not going to know what hit her, literally. But, Bulge, I do want you to be somewhat conservative. I don't want this accident to be totally fatal. I just want her to be in traction for a little while. Perhaps I should ask you this question. How long does it take for a man to become so sexually frustrated that he just can't think straight?
Well, in my case, minutes. But I'll tell you, I bet this Kane Rogan isn't such a hot-blooded guy. I don't understand why we're taking all this trouble for him for.
Because I'm a partner person. All my life, I've been looking for the right partner. Kane just got lucky.
Well, I can rig this place so Tina Roberts be in a plastic cast the rest of her life. But you gotta get her here and without the boyfriend.
I know that. I have got so many plans. It's not gonna be hard at all. But it's... How convenient.
What's that?
It's Tina Roberts' address book. You know, she is just not making this difficult for me at all. Of course, could I have expected a fair fight from that feather-headed trollop?
Oh, not that way. This way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think of everything.
Hello?
Hello, is this Tina Roberts?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
Io sono Sofia. I am the new janitor of the Rialto.
The Rialto? No, the Rialto is an abandoned theater.
See. The owner, he pay me, he sell, and he pay me to clean up. I found a telephone address book. It belong to you, no?
Oh, my God, yes, it is. Yeah, I've been looking for that all over. All right, well, I'll be right over. Thank you very much.
Prego. You're welcome.
Sears Portrait Studios, Rights of Spring Sale.
Let me get this straight. For some reason, you're not in school like you ought to be.
They let us out early today.
Oh, right. I used to let myself out early all the time.
Please don't tell.
Why not? Your mother comes down on me all the time like a ton of bricks. I'm sure she'd love to hear that her daughter's wandering the grounds of this lavish estate, getting psyched for a little breaking and entering.
But I wasn't. I was just sitting here.
Doing what?
Just being alone, that's all. I didn't know you lived here.
But why this spot?
Well, I was walking by and the yard looked kind of overgrown, like no one was around.
Well, I've been gone, but I'm back. It's a scary job, but someone has to haunt this place.
You live in that humongous house all by yourself.
I guess I do. For the rest of my life. However long that is.
Is that your car? That is so cool. I asked for one of those for Christmas when I was young.
Years ago.
But you know what they gave me? A model kit. You got the real thing. You're so lucky.
Yeah, that's me, Lucky Marty.
Well, I guess I better go home and get yelled at.
Well, why? Weren't you just feeling a little sick, so they let you out of school early?
Thanks, Marty.
Hey, Jess. You want to ride?
In my dream car? That'd be great.
Okay, come on. Let's go for a cruise.
Mom, you've met Todd before, I think, at the club?
Oh, yes, of course I have. It's very nice to see you again.
Same here, Mrs. Buchanan.
Thank you.
And this bruiser here, I think he met a long time ago.
My goodness, Mr. Powell, Lord the Third.
Right.
How nice to see you again. Seems to me you were about yay high when you asked me to marry you.
When was that, pal? Like last year?
My father said to give you his best.
Oh, thank you very much. How is my California cousin, huh?
Well, looking forward to retiring from the family firm just as soon as I roll in. Mother's already worrying about whether she can stand to have him underfoot. I guess you probably feel the same way about Clint.
Yes, I would imagine I would.
Rachel, guys, there's some drinks in the solarium. If you want to go ahead and head in there, I'm going to help my mom with lunch.
All right. It's all coming back to me. About 3 miles down that way, there's a billiards table, right?
You got it.
Ow! Kevin, things have been so hectic since I got back from France. I haven't had a chance to tell you how happy I am and how very proud I am of you for letting Leanne share custody.
Mom, can we talk about Duke and Leanne some other time? I know we can't leave our guests for too long, but something's happened, hasn't it? With Dad?
Do we really have to discuss this right now?
You're gonna go through with it, aren't you? With divorce.
Yes, Kevin, I am.
Does this mean that you're gonna be with Sloan?
Darling, I don't know if you know how much your good opinion of me means to me. Don't turn your back on me now. It would really hurt me.
Mama, I have judged you. I just thought there was all these easy answers to all your problems and you were just ignoring them. But, with everything I've been through with Leanne and Duke lately, I've realized that things aren't as black and white as I used to think they were.
Sometimes it seems all there is gray.
Yeah. Mom, I'm out of the judging business, all right? You've just been doing what you thought was the best for all of us, right?
Oh, Kevin.
I just want you to know how much I love you, okay?
You know how much I love you.
And that's never gonna change, right?
And this is the solarium.
Wait, we used to play jungle in here. Yeah, but there used to be more trees and ferns and things everywhere.
Oh, they were probably lost in the fire. Kevin said this part of the house had a fire about a year ago.
Yeah, they must have great insurance, because you never know.
Yeah, hey, you should see the gardens, all right? They used to have this fountain that splashed into this ornamental pool. At one time, when Kevin and I were kids, we poured in all these bottles of red food dye, and then we told Joey that the fountain was spouting blood, and he completely freaked. And, oh, man, we caught so much hell from Kevin's mother.
You should have.
I gotta go see if this thing's still here. You wanna come?
Maybe later.
I'm waiting for Kevin.
Kevin's a lucky guy.
To live in this house, you mean?
That, too. I've been watching you, you know, around campus. Poli-sci. Haven't you noticed?
Maybe you have too much time on your hands.
No. No, I just appreciate the finer things in life. You look like you like to have a good time. I like to have a good time. You have any thoughts on that subject, Miss Cannon?
When a dog is about 7 years old, his nutrition...
Are you asking me if I'd cheat on my boyfriend?
Whoa, down, girl. No, I'm just kidding around here. I know you and Kevin are tight.
Then why are you hitting on me? Or is that just kidding around?
First of all, I would never hit on my buddy's girlfriend. Second of all, no, I don't come on to anybody unless they're sending out signals. Now, you obviously don't find me attractive, correct?
Well, you got that right.
Then how come you stayed in the room alone with me after Pa went outside?
What the hell are you talking about?
I can't believe it. That fountain has gotten a lot smaller.
What's that?
Kevin, you remember when we turned that fountain into the shower of blood and your little brother flipped out?
Oh, my mom was so angry. I thought I was gonna have to run away from home.
Yeah, Todd, you gotta come look at the scene of our crime. Come on.
Yeah? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Wanna go outside? It's a great day.
Oh, it's cold.
I'll get you a coat.
Well, I don't want to go out there, Kevin.
Why not?
I don't like being around your buddy, Todd.
Why? Oh, you just don't like fraternity guys, do you?
No, other fraternity guys are fine, like you, but Todd's another story.
How?
Todd is trouble. That's how.
Well, thanks again for the ride.
Well, when you're ready to get your learner's permit, just let me know. You can practice on that old wreck of mine anytime, if I haven't totaled it yet.
On that car? That would be so awesome.
Jessica. Where have you been? Joey went to school to pick you up for lunch. You never came out.
Well, I wasn't feeling so hot, so they let me out early.
And you didn't think to call me?
Well, it was such a nice day out, I decided to walk. And, I got tired and Marty gave me a ride.
Why don't we talk about this later? Joey's in the kitchen. He needs some help right now. Kevin has a few friends over for lunch.
Why don't they help? I'm sick. All right, I'm going.
Thank you very much for giving her a ride home.
No problem.
You didn't pick her up walking home, did you?
Don't ask me to snitch, okay?
Thanks again. I have guests.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes?
I know I'm not your favorite person, Vicky.
Well, the last time we met was right after you pulled the fire alarm at the Palace Hotel. And your intention was to embarrass me as much as possible, and you succeeded beyond your wildest dreams. I felt just as awful as you wanted me to, and you did it on purpose.
I know. I get hurt and I hurt back, and that's just what I'm trying to tell you. You don't want Jessica turning out like me, do you? Look, forgive me for butting in. But your daughter is very, very unhappy, and I think that's what she's trying to tell you. If I had had anybody to talk to after my parents had died...
Well, Marty, I'm sure your Aunt Kiki couldn't have been much help. I've known her a long time.
Yeah, she tried, I guess, but she didn't hear me asking for help. Who knows how I would have turned out if she had.
You know something? You have a very decent heart underneath all this attitude. Quite frankly, my daughter could turn out a lot worse than to wind up being like the real Marty Saybrook.
So we're set.
Yep. Tina Roberts ain't gonna step more than a couple feet into the room before she's hit bada boom, bada bing, bada bam, 3 different ways. I'm gonna have to scrape her off the floor like roadkill. Except there won't be any permanent damage.
I don't know how to thank you.
Well, I could think of a way.
Now, wait. I hear footsteps.
Hey, come here. Don't trip nothing off.
Kate! Stop. Don't...
Cord, you are welcome to stay at my ranch whenever you want, for as long as you want. But why do you have to go now?
Because this friend of Kane Rogan's, this old teammate of his when he was running his cons down in Texas, Angela Holliday's her name. She's the one who's going to give me all the dirt I need to bury this man. Last thing I heard, she was down in, here, Bend of the River, Texas. That's not very far from your spread, right?
Yeah. Bend of the river, right there. My spread would be right about there, surrounded by a few hundred of Ace's oil wells.
All right, look, what I'm thinking is I'm going to set up shop right there at your place, okay? That's going to be my base of operations. That way I'm going to be able to hunt down this Angela Holliday.
Anything I can do to help, but this plan of yours, it's...
Come on, Max, I got to do something here. I got to protect my kids.
Yeah. You sure it's just your kids you want to protect?
What are you talking about?
I mean, are you sure you're not trying to keep Kane away from Tina?
Why the hell would I care what kind of creep she wants to spend her life with? Not like there's anything left between us anymore, anyway.
Don't anybody get up.
Love you, honey!
Luna, hi.
Tina, what are you doing here?
I gotta talk to you.
This is not a good time right now.
Well, Luna, it's really important. What?
Tina.
Cord. I've been looking for you all over the place.
Oh, I guess you didn't try our home. That's where I was all last night, with our kids. Where were you?
Look, I don't want to talk to you about this like this. I want to just not fight, but go talk in private somewhere, all right?
Tina, there's not a word that I have to say to you. Oh, what's that you got on your finger, Tina?
That's why I was trying to tell you. Trying to find you so I could tell you myself. Kane and I are engaged, and we're gonna get married.
You think this comes as a big surprise to me? Think I didn't know that once you got it through your thick skull that you didn't have a snowball's chance in hell of getting back together with me? That you would go crawling back to King and Rogan?
Court, that's not what happened at all.
Oh, you didn't crawl back to him. What'd you do, hit him on a full run, Tina?
No.
You go ahead. Married man. If that's what helped you get through the night. But let me make one thing clear to you. There is no way I'm gonna let that con man get anywhere near my kids.
Well, I'm afraid that's not your decision to make, Court.
But Kelly, it's not.
All right, now
Maybe
look,
some of our
Buffy,
business
just
here.
calm down.
King Rogan is dirt. There is no way I'm gonna let my kids get anywhere near that trash.
Oh, no, you just stop it. All right, I don't even want to talk about this with you. I'm just going to go until you're foaming at the mouth. I'm going to go walk her out to her car.
Very nice. Would you like to calm down? Would you like a drink?
Oh, you bet.
Maybe I better pour. It was very nice. What do you want to do now?
Oh, besides kill the both of them? Oh, I don't know.
There you go. You know, I don't think that killing thing is a very good idea.
How could you do it, Max? How could you do that to my kids? So you mind telling me why I shouldn't move, huh?
Kane, what are you doing here?
Well, you know, Tina got a call from this janitress about missing address book here.
What are you doing? Are you her gopher now? Why didn't she come and get it?
Well, so where's this janitress, Alex? Huh? This Sophia person.
How would I know?
Because maybe you're Sophia.
Oh, I look like an Italian cleaning lady.
Who said anything about Italian? You're slipping, Alex. You called Tina down here. Now, what would you want to say to her?
Don't move.
Well, what? Huh? What? The same things that happened to me that you planned for Tina? So let me promise you something right now. You harm one hair on Tina's head, I swear to God, I'll rip your throat out. Because for your friend Bump here, too. Mrs. Hester, allow me to teach him some manners.
No, don't harm a hair on my future soulmate's head.
Soulmate? Hey, this guy ain't soulmate material. Now, I'll bring him back and I'll show you why.
Bulge, no!
Bingo.
I can't believe it. I just pulled a Vicky Buchanan.
Why? Because you gave me advice about my daughter? I do appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, well, it's my good deed for the month. Anyway, I'm out of here. I've got some major house cleaning to do.
At the rectory?
I crashed at the rectory for a couple of days, but I'm out of there. That's all over as of this morning.
Oh, I would think you would welcome the company. Andrew and Cassie are certainly very easy to be around.
Yeah, well, it was just getting to be a drag, you know?
Did something happen?
Who cares? All I know is I'm out of there, so everyone can just relax.
So I assume that means you're going back to your Aunt Kiki's big old house all by yourself.
Well, what else? I mean, I suppose I could live in a cardboard box like a lot of other people are under the Lantano Bridge.
Marty, why don't you come stay here? Just for a little while, till you get back on your feet. Huh? There's tons of people here. You've got loads of room.
Why would you want to take me in?
I don't know, maybe because you helped me, my daughter. Maybe I could use a young friend. Think about it. Stay for a night or two. See if you like it.
I'll think about it.
And in the meantime, why don't you take your jacket off and stay for lunch? I've got a mess of kids your age you might even like. What about it?
Thanks, I do have a big case of the munchies.
Good. Come on.
Look, all I'm saying is the dean's got to know there's major partying going on at all the fraternities, all right? So why is it that only Tri Epsilon gets busted?
Because they were the only ones that were dumb enough to get caught.
So isn't that the point he's trying to make? Do whatever you want, just don't get caught.
Excuse me. Like you ought to meet a friend of mine.
Actually, I think I already know everyone from campus.
Oh, good. Well, in that case, I'm needed in the kitchen. I could use your help.
Sure, yeah. Can I bring an assistant?
By all means.
So, come here often?
Why do you?
Well, I better go earn some brownie points with Vicky.
It's been a while.
Has it?
I keep thinking about the night we got it on.
The night that I asked you to stay to hold me a minute or two and you were already out the door?
Hey, I had a big exam the next day. I hadn't even cracked a book. Besides, you got your revenge. And roadies. Well, you came on to me, led me on, got me all hot and bothered, and then you were out the door.
Just so you'd know what it feels like.
Great. Well, now we're even. Look, why don't we start all over again? I mean, we had something special going on. Or you that spectacular with all the guys.
You are unbelievably low.
Isn't that why you like me? Hey, you guys, soup's on. I'm there.
Problem, Kevin?
Yeah. Her name's Marty Saybrook.
Jessie, thank you. I appreciate you telling me the truth.
Do I get a lecture now about skipping school?
No. I don't really think you need one, do you? As long as you understand you can't do it again.
Did you ever play hockey?
Me? Once or twice. When I hadn't done my homework, usually, and I knew I was going to be found out. But that's not the case with you, is it?
Not exactly.
No. So what exactly?
I just didn't want to go, that's all.
That's not a good enough reason.
Why isn't it? It's a good enough reason for you. You don't feel like being married anymore. How come it's always all right for you to quit, but not for me? Hey, I didn't even promise I'd go to school today. You promised you'd love Daddy for the rest of your life.
Wow. Wow, Jessie. My goodness, darling. Yeah, you're right, I did. I promised I would love Daddy for the rest of my life, and you know something? I probably will.
Then why do you have to get a divorce?
Because as strange as it may sound, love is not the only thing needed to keep a marriage together. Babe, you have to understand that try as we might. Well, Dad and I have done everything we can to patch things up. Because we love each other. But we just can't seem to get back to the way things were when we were happy. As a result, we hurt each other, and it hurts us. And we want that to stop.
So you have to stop living together?
Does it make any sense to you at all?
No. It sounds crazy to me. You love each other. Then how can it make you happy to tear us all apart?
Your mom asked me to stay and chow down. You mind?
Yeah, I do. I don't think you fit in, Marty.
You'd be surprised.
I doubt it.
You don't know anything about me, Kevin.
Well, I do know you caused Billy Douglas and Andrew Carpenter a lot of trouble this past summer. Just for laughs, right? And I know you had a sleazy affair with Jason Webb because you were bored. And you didn't care what it did to Leanne. Now, it looks like you're hitting on Todd. You know, what's next for you? Landview High School marching band?
Who'd you like to be next, Kevin? You? Aren't you getting enough from Rachel?
Kevin? Marty? Lunch is on the table. We're all waiting.
Changed my mind.
What happened?
Don't you think this family has enough troubles without you adopting another one?
Oh, you just wait 1 minute. In your whole life, Kevin, you have never been as lonely as that little girl has.
And why is she
Every day of her life.
Why do you think she's that lonely, Ma? Because she burns everybody. Now, I know you like to help people out, but if you try to do that with Marty, you're playing with fire, you know? Like a 4-alarmer.
I'm sorry, Max. I'm fine. I didn't mean to mess up your glass.
Court, I don't care about the glass. I'm worried about you.
I told you, Max, I'm gonna be fine once I get Kane Rogan away from my kids.
When did you say you wanted to go to the ranch?
Right away. I talked to Ace. He's gonna loan me his jet. That's why I need to know. Can I use your ranch or not?
Tell you what, Court, I'll make you a deal. You can use the ranch if you let me come along with you.
I don't need a babysitter, Max.
How about a friend?
All right. See you at the airport in about an hour. Okay. Bye, Lily.
What's going on at the airport?
Court has to fly down to Texas, little personal business. He's not in the greatest shape or anything. And, Luna, I gotta take care of some things this spring down at the ranch, so, why not now? And I could keep an eye on him.
That's a good idea.
It's okay with you?
Yeah, as long as I can tag along with you.
This really is only going to be a couple of days.
A couple of days added on to the couple of days you already been gone, and I can't stand to be away from you that much longer, all right? I'm going with you, period, no matter what you say.
Guess I shouldn't say anything then, huh?
I guess not. Now, listen. Besides that, after seeing the way Cord and Tina talk to each other like that, I just kept saying to myself over and over again how lucky I am to have you by my side, and I just want to be able to hold you tonight, wherever you are.
Let me tell you something.
What?
No matter where I am, you are with me. You are always with me. Because unlike you and what you think, I'm the one that's lucky.
Ow. You know, that sandbag would have killed an average Joe.
We Hackmans got thick skulls. It runs in the family. I bet you wished I was dead. Ow.
Don't wish you were dead. I just wish that we hadn't wasted all of our time today.
We didn't waste all our time. My booby traps worked.
Yeah, they did.
Ah.
Just can't use them, though. See, now if any accident happens to Tina, Kane will know that I'm behind it. I have to think of another way to get rid of her.
Too bad you ain't a cop.
Why?
Well, because if he was a cop, and if he was, I'm sure you'd be a dirty one. You could just arrest Tina, bring her in some trumped-up charge.
Send her up the river without a paddle.
Huh.
That's a good idea.
Well,
That's a perfect way to get Tina out of Landview and away from Kane. It's so simple. Tina goes to prison. But what has Alex got against me?
Yeah, I don't know. She's a psycho, okay? She doesn't need a motive. I just want you to be very careful when you're around her. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Kane, I'm not afraid of anything. With you by my side, I can handle Alex. I can even handle Cord. In fact, I just did.
What, you finally found him?
Yeah, at Max and Luna's.
And?
And I told him. I told him that you and I are engaged. And that we're gonna get married.
Must have been pretty tough, huh?
Yeah, it was. I don't know, I was shaking and everything. But I just kept thinking of how much I love you. And that's what made me get through it.
How'd the court take it?
Hard. It really made me feel horrible. But he has to accept it sooner or later.
What else can he do?
So, CJ, what do you think about those puppies?
Uncle Wally says I could have one.
Well, we'll see about that, okay? You all set here?
Of course.
Hey, Vicky, we're just going over to Grandpa Ace's, right?
And maybe getting a new puppy.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Look, why don't you go in the living room and see if you find Sarah's doll, okay?
Have you seen Tina?
If you mean, do I know that she's got another man's engagement ring? Yeah, I've seen her and the ring. Why?
Oh, Cord. I know how much my sister has hurt you. And I know that I've hurt your father, so I'm sure you don't even want to see me, much less talk to me. I want you to know, though, that I have always loved you. And if there was any way I could help you through this trouble, I would.
Well, I appreciate that, Vicky. Maybe we sit down and talk about that sometime. Right now, I kind of need to go. Come on, kid, you ready?
Well, have a good time at Grandpa Ace's, okay?
We will.
Okay. All right, you guys got your toothbrushes in your pockets like I told you?
Yep. What do we need them for?
Because we're not coming back.
Not ever?
It's just a little secret, okay?
What have you done to your hair?
Nothing.
Kids.
Hey, your mother was a hippie, too.
Did you guys ever drop acid?
We never took drugs in our lives.
Married